with solid food back on the menu, Middy and Amanda plan the last few days of the detox programme.
We're very much a results-orientated group of people. It's not some airy-fairy concept, you know, you can detox, therefore you feel like you can then float. It's actually, let's look at how you feel before, let's look at how you feel after, let's look at how your body works before, let's look at how your body works after. It proves itself. You just need to try it to see the effects. You can be cynical as you like, but I can guarantee that if you actually went through the process yourself, that would change. And it's happened to me, it's happened to other therapists here. It never ceases to amaze the power of your own body to heal itself given the right conditions and managed by the right group of people.
Already there seems to be a good degree of success in some cases. Although for infertility couple Charlotte and Damian, it will take much longer before they can see any results. And they consider their issue to be slightly different anyway.
Infertility is very different than an awful lot of the things that other people have come here with.
Yeah.
Because you've not actually lost anything. And that's a fundamental difference.
No.
You know, if you look at somebody like Jodie, who her mental block, you know, was really around about the fact that she's really beaten herself up about all the time that she's wasted by worrying about condition and so on and so forth. Well, we don't have that, because actually this is what we want, is something very positive. It's not anything that we've had taken away from us yet.
It has been said to us a couple of times that you've got to live your life and stop delaying your life because of the infertility, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
But we haven't anyway.
I think what's really interesting is that the therapists seem to sometimes have an issue with the fact that we don't have an emotional block around this.
I think, to say it rather blunt, I don't think we've got an emotional block at all, have we? That's why
no, I
we
don't,
can't find one.
I don't consider that we have an emotional block about this at all.
No.
There's a physical block, yes, but an emotional block, no.
Well, that said, the holistic therapists here at the spa sincerely believe that the emotional and the physical are strongly linked, just as they believe that Charlotte and Damian would benefit from being more independent.
I need to start separating them off a bit and helping Charlotte to understand that she's too dependent on Damian. And I think this dependency is holding them both back as people in their own internal growth.
Bugger off, actually. You know, I'm sorry, but you know that most people go through their lives without finding any partner that they can really talk to as a friend and a partner and love her. You know, that just doesn't usually, it's very rare that that happens and people stay together. Now, don't try to tell me, frankly, that we're too close when it's patently obvious to everybody else that we're just right.
Yeah.
And actually we feel very comfortable, and I think that's where some of my issue with, that's where I actually stopped listening to people.
And I don't think that really had anything to do with our infertility either, really, did it?
Well, you see, that then again, that's the confusion, you see, because in the therapist's mind, that might have something to do with... It's a holistic approach, isn't it? So, you know, I can understand why they would go down that route, but, you know, I don't take the opinion very highly of someone that has known us for 2 weeks and has only spent, well, a couple of hours with us, really one-on-one, that talk to us about our relationship. I just don't, that's not a qualifying criteria for me.
No.